All right, good morning. It is 5:42 a.m. and we are about to start Granite Peak, which is the high point of Montana. Mystic Lake Trail, that's where we are. So parking lot's pretty crowded. I think a lot of people camp. So we get like 3 miles or so to the dam. All right, and here's your view of the lake. I think we're about 3 miles in, maybe a little less. Take a picture here, but pretty soon we're gonna cut up to that plateau. So you can see we have quite a climb ahead of us. Looks like we got a little beach out here. By the way, what does a fish say when it swims into a wall? Damn. All right, so we've hit our junction. It was labeled Phantom Creek Trail number 17. So these are the famous switchbacks. There's a lot of campers around here. So we've come up, I don't know, maybe a third of the way from the lake. There's the plateau up there. Long way to go, obviously. But they're pretty nice. I mean, it's not that steep. They're pretty nice switchbacks, I must say, at least so far. First sunlight of the day. About 2 hours in, a little over, and we're almost up. And at some point, we actually want to cut back right. Well, it's kind of odd up high here. You sort of lose the trail and you just like go up this super steep slope. I don't know why the trail suddenly disappeared, but the route I have goes right up here, unless this is a shortcut. I mean, it kind of looks like a used path that someone has stepped in, but super steep. Yeah, these are definitely footprints. So anyway, we're almost up. We're almost up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say I officially am on the Froze to Death Plateau, and that guy who passed me early on, I'm catching up to him. He was running. I'm gonna hide my bear spray somewhere. Maybe by that cairn. Yeah, he's getting close to a cairn. Maybe over there. I don't want to carry it all the way to the summit. So we flattened out a little more. You're still going up the whole way. So I'm eating my Belbita breakfast. Aside from the 4,000 feet of vert I just ate for breakfast. Look at that view, baby. Yeah. So I think we have like 5 or 6 miles across this stupid thing. So it's gonna be a slog. But luckily, not super steep. But we continue to go up, I believe. We just had a nice little climb. Now it looks like it flattens out. And there's some people in front of me, so at least I can follow their lead if the cairns disappear, which they do sometimes. Yeah, this is just rocky, and someplace it's boggy, so you'll sink in. It's not too bad, don't get me wrong, but it's just like a constant up and down, looking where you're going, navigating. There are cairns, I would say most of it actually, but then they'll disappear. So anyway, probably halfway across the plateau if I had to guess, but could be wrong. Closing in on some targets. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but that could be Granite. Unsure though. I was about to say, I feel like we've gone like 5 miles. I passed the 2 groups of 2, but he passed me. So we're playing cat and mouse. All right, we just got to gain that. That's a Tempest Mountain, I think. Just this little hill in front of us. But we're going to gain a notch in the ridge and then drop, unfortunately, about 700 feet to the saddle or the notch between this and Granite. That took forever. But we've made it to the fancy white cairn. There's our peak. Looks like someone's on it. And now, unfortunately, we have to descend. I think it's about 700 feet. So, descent game on. Then we have quite a big ridge slog up. All right, this descent is not obvious whatsoever. There was a slight path at first, but now that has completely disappeared. So, yeah, not ideal. And unfortunately, I passed my cat and mouse friend somehow. He skirted a little too high, I think. So, not on the descent. I passed him before. So I'm just looking for cairns. I just don't see any. So I'm basically following the GPS track that I have as best I can. But it's not easy. Alright, well, found the trail, then lost the trail, then found him. And we're both getting lost, taking turns getting lost. But we still keep leapfrogging. So now we are almost to this notch. And the real fun, it's getting warm. I might take the pant legs off. The real fun is about to begin. That's going to be a pain to get back up. But hopefully I follow the actual route. So that's what we got to go up. Yippee! Seems easy. All right, so initially he took the ridge. I dropped low around the left side, but unfortunately now that means I gotta climb and gain the ridge. So I might as well just do it now. I have been going up, just not quite enough. It's not even making progress. Still a long way to go though. The bridge is here, barely. All right, pop through a notch. Here's the snow bridge. Here's our remaining route. All right, here's our first little crack or chimney, or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, Rock. Ooh. Might have a little climbing move right at the top here. Not the greatest feat, but all right. Oh. All right, I'm up this one. All right, so we have like one little, I don't know if you want to call it class 4 or low class 5 move, but continuing up. Which way? Unsure. Could probably go left or right. Let's pop up through here. See what's shaking. Oh, maybe it's hard to pop up here, so maybe that's why you go around here. Maybe. It's only one way to find out. Yeah, this goes for a little bit. So let's take this. Ooh, got a person. Hey. Are we too high over here or no? Possibly. How can we climb over this?
I'm kind of wondering.
Alright, next chimney. Sorry, forgot to record. There's one move here. Alright. One sort of upper body move. All right, up chimney 3. All basic stuff so far. We should have the famous ledge traverse. Hey. All right, so we got cairns. I think we're going right up this crack. I think. Cairn. I don't know where this ledge traverse is. Whew. I'll show you once I get up in it. All right, one more chimney here. Well, at least one more. Good holds here. Great holds everywhere. Still good holds. All right. Oh man, still got a while to go. Still got a while to go. So our ledge traverse. It's gonna be somewhere up ahead. Okay, so this is becoming slightly, I don't know if we're off route or what. It's becoming a little more challenging. Not unmanageable, but definitely more challenging. Yeah, like I think we want to be just up higher. Yeah, there are people above us.
I got 2 people coming up. Okay. And she's off the ledge.
How the hell did you swing around here? Oh. Yeah, okay.
Wait 1 sec, John.
Thank you. That was a greeting. Thank you.
Hey.
And we went straight, you just kind of all the way over to over there. That helps. Not that
It
you
does.
have to.
It does, thank you.
So I forget, I wasn't paying attention when he was.
I mean, you really just need to access this up here. I don't know if that looks good.
It does from here,
Yeah.
to me.
This doesn't look terrible, but there's no chimney.
Should I check it? You want me to check it?
Sure. I can just try across here too.
Yeah, I mean, we're both in.
This is actually a lot steeper than I thought.
There's some loose rock around here. Now go up right or left?
Where I'm at, left doesn't look bad.
Left looks easier than right from where I'm at too. Let's hope it looks good when I pop over. If not, maybe pop right here. Hold on. Let me see what it looks like. I'll get a view here. Yeah, this looks fine. We're kind of on the ridge now and we just walk it up. So I don't know if the last video worked, but I was saying this was harder than expected. Route finding not super easy, but here we go. Summit. This looks a little ominous. Some of the Granite Peak.
Dude.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Highest peak in Montana. All right. There's our giant plateau over there. And for those of you curious, that was like 5:50 almost. It was slower than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 5 hours. But hopefully down will be like 4:10, 4:30, 4:30 hopefully. I mean, I'll run most of the way once I get down, especially to the switchbacks, but yeah. I think it's got good hands probably.
Yeah.
Well, your left hand's good.
And then good feet. Just can't see them right away.
Yeah, okay. So we're on sort of a down climbing section. I'll let him get clear before I move. But oh yeah, so where do you was it where you put your first foot off of here? Was that the challenge?
Yeah, it just loops underneath. It'll be right underneath.
Your right foot?
Right foot, yeah. That's it. You can even jump off that if you need.
Okay. Yeah.
That one's got not so good handholds.
Uh-oh.
It gets a lot better.
Okay. So probably want to go backwards here.
I don't know yet.
Work the hands down. Alright, I think we're down that technical section.
When he's done, do you mind if I skirt over your rope?
Alright.
From here on out, you're pretty good. Where that guy's standing right now, drop down.
Yeah, there's the notch, okay. Alright, so we've gotten lost multiple times. It's like amateur hour out here. We have not been able to locate several of the chimneys, and we've just been bouncing around the ridge trying to figure out a way down. But I think there's this chimney and then potentially one more. And then it should be smooth sailing. Of course, it's going to be a pain climbing back up to the plateau, but we'll deal with that. Yeah, so we're going right through that notch. Again, I'm down climbing forwards because that's how I do it when it's just class 4. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have more chimneys on the other side of that notch. Let's hope we find them. No guarantees though. Made it back to the notch. Now we're on the 700-foot ascent. We're hopeful to stay on trail, and we're on it right now. So we'll see how that goes. Karen, headed way up there. We did it. We're back. Yeah. First mountain goat sighting. I don't know why I didn't see them on the way, because I think they're all over here, but just romping across this plateau here. It's gonna drag on for a while, and I need to refill water at some point, but there's flowing water probably about halfway across, so I'll stop when I get there and gorge myself. I just hit water, refilled, so Andy's in front of me now, which is fine. So we're over halfway on this plateau. It's a long way though. Like I said, I think it's like 6 miles. Not exactly the most fun thing, and it's getting cold. I don't know why I'm so cold. So once I get off this plateau, it should warm up, and it should be easy jogging. How much of it I'll jog, I will jog, I don't know. But yeah, plateau goes on forever. I'm maybe 4 of the 6 miles done, but that could be wishful thinking even. We're almost off this godforsaken plateau. Like maybe a half mile more, if that. Depends what you count. There's some steep descent at the end, but the fact that we're seeing the lake is a good sign. There's a big cairn up here, so I'm gonna go towards it. But I gotta pick up my bear spray, which is coming soon, I think. I should look at my screenshot where exactly I was. So there's this incredibly steep descent at the end, which luckily went okay. And then you hit a cairn down here, and pretty soon I think we're gonna start the switchback. So we're almost officially off the FTD, the FTDP, Froze to Death Plateau. There's our cairn here. What a slog. And now we got, I don't know, 6 miles at least back to the car, but hopefully it'll be pretty smooth. We're back on the switchbacks. I think officially this is the switchbacks now. So long way to descend down to that lake, and then even more to descend down to the car. But the trail is pretty smooth for the most part, so at least it's gonna be fairly quick. I'm hopeful that I can get this 6 miles done in an hour. Is probably not gonna happen, but you know, maybe an hour or 10, hour 15. I think that's reasonable. All right, back to the main trail. So now we have, I don't know, over 3, I think, 3.25, 3.5. We'll have a little up climb by the dam. All right, so we've climbed a couple 100 feet back. Gorgeous. I think we got about 3 left to the car. There's some blue skies down there. All right, gonna get hammering all the way back. All right, my left Achilles is like really inflamed and like really hurts. It just gets worse every big hike I do. Anyway, we're back. We're back. Let's give you a time check. 4:13. So I started at 5:42. So 10.5 hours basically. It's a long effort for sure. If my math is right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna drive to Bozeman and get some dinner, but that was Granite Peak, the highest peak in Montana.